all of you to get out and do some exercise for yourself. Look after your body more. It'll help your mind as well. Get out in the sun, in the open. There's dozens of ways in which you can enjoy outside, even in the rain. But with that said, if you do hear any background noises, I am cycling. So do take that into consideration. When teams play sport and they score a goal, they all run in together and celebrate that goal and congratulate one another. High fives, hugs, laughter, smiles, congratulations. But that's not the end of the game. The competition still has to go on. And this is what happens when you first meet someone. You have this high, this inner opportunity, a chance to win in a relationship with somebody else. Of course, there is an element of competition that comes with this challenge. And depending on the outlook, the attitude, the culture, the goal of the person that you're with, the end result, the characteristics of that person, the values, what has happened to that person or yourself, it's all going to play a part in how all this will play out. But at the start, of course, even with quiet caution, there is an inner excitement and hope that the relationship will work out. But there's no guarantees. Your values, your loyalty, faithfulness and devotion are no guarantees for how all this or any of this will play out. Sometimes we base the promise of success on how we perceive the relationship, on how we feel about the relationship, our level of devotedness and loyalty and faithfulness. We use our own personal perceptions and conclusions as definitions and measurements for how we think the relationship is traveling. And that all feels good, and it might make us feel secure, but it's not usually a true measurement of how the other person is really tracking or traveling, and possibly yourself as well. So we have to perform well and be very genuine about how the other person is going in the relationship, and we give credence and reward and praise where it's due, but we also have to bring correction and conversation to areas that may not be the way that we would like them to be. And this, at first, this in the initial stages of the relationship may not be too shocking or abrasive or upsetting or uncomfortable for either, because the dynamic of a relationship is always and should be usually more flexible at the start. People will do things that they don't normally do to consolidate the relationship at the start. So the dynamic of a relationship is always more flexible and more merciful at the start. Now I'm just going to interrupt this recording for a minute, viewers, as I Hey mate, are you one of the marine rescue? G'day mate, are you one of the marine rescue guys?
Yeah mate.
I'm Seneco 130.
Sorry mate?
I'm Seneco 130.
Oh are you?
Yeah.
Oh, whereabouts?
Just out here. On the windsurfer.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah,
I just want to thank you for what you do.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
No, it's great.
It gives you a sense of safety.
Yeah, it does.
When you're out on the water.
I wish more people had Senegal numbers.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot out there we can't. We don't log on and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a bit hard for us when they don't log on, you know, because we don't know where they are, or who they are, or anything else, you know.
Yeah, I might have to reload the app because I've been logging off, but it's not going to base.
Look, I tell you why.
Yeah.
We're getting our building knocked down.
Yeah.
Our building's knocked down. The radio room used to be just up there at Point Clare.
Yeah.
In the base.
Yeah.
It's now at Woy Woy.
Oh, okay.
And we're having trouble transmitting. So don't change your app, because they're going to get it sorted.
Yeah.
Right. That's in about 2 weeks. That's going to get knocked down with a big $3 million building put up there.
Oh, really? That'll be awesome.
Yeah. And then there's a big radio room upstairs and everything else. But like for the moment, we're having transmission problems.
Okay.
So don't change that, because you can always ring up, mate. Anyway, like you can just ring up and.
Yeah, well, I do. Yeah. And well, what they want me to do when the wind comes up today and we're all going to go out.
Yeah.
When I come back and log off, I'm going to wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to radio in and say, have space received the log off.
Have you got a Channel 16 radio in your boat?
No, I'm a windsurfer. I just carry it on my waist.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I always do a radio check before I go out. Yeah. But can you tell them you saw Seneco 130 and thanks for what you do?
I'll write it down and thanks a lot for letting us know about it.
Good on you, mate.
Cheers, mate.
See ya. That's the marine rescue people who make sure that we're safe when we're training on the water. But with that said, you must keep in mind, viewers, that relationships always start well. They always have more flexibility and effort, particularly if the other person and yourself has interest in each other. But as the relationship wears on, this is where you'll see that not only the person that you're with or who you are and the people around them will start to come out from the inside. They might be saying one thing on the surface, but one thing they will not be able to do for very long is hide how they truly feel on the inside. Now, they may not say anything at first, but you'll see a disinclination of this commitment, you'll see a variant of commitment come in that caters to more void than presence. And these are the first red flags that you may be dealing with someone that's going to disintegrate ultimately, either in physical presence or at least in character contribution. Their character could begin to deplete and become very unsavory. And all these things are going to have an impact on your life. So be careful, be awake, be aware. Don't be self-deceiving and all this other stuff. Be real about how you feel, what you're experiencing. Do your best to try and harmonize and resolve. And if things are going good, then so be it. Contribute, stay positive, and build. But if the other person is bending towards evil, bending towards negligence covertly, and you can see it, and you brought it to their attention, my advice to you is begin to detach, tell that person how you feel. They will rise again, that's what they do, to try and re-establish your confidence. Don't fall for it. What you see at the start is who that person is. Begin to detach, reconstitute yourself to yourself. Look forward and find ways in which you can re-establish your peace of mind during what I would say will be a breakup, and reconstitute or reinvigorate at least a life that is not dependent at all on anybody else. I'm Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. Thank you for joining me on this cycle, this road ride, and bye for now.